All right, here we go. First time recording this on my cell phone. We'll see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs, Sebastian Envy, strong style nerd, strong style cinephile. Just coming at you from the home base here for a quick video. See in the background some paints and some foam and some stuff that I use for the customizing that I've started to do. Not a real expert at it, or even barely a novice, but making a trek down that road. I'm going to show some of my customs here in a video at some point soon. Got my pops. Need one of those nice IKEA shelves for those, so I'll get those moved over there and some other things. But not here to talk about all that. We're here to talk about Joshua Orpin, the Australian native who has been cast as Connor Kent for Titans Season 2. We all knew there was going to be a Season 2. We saw the end of the credits, which is the thing to do these days, especially with superhero type of things, that Connor Kent's breaking out of Cadmus, and apparently they're going with the origin that Young Justice used. So we'll see how that goes. The character has been described by the DC news release as the angsty Connor Kent, which I don't know about repeating that in live action, because we got Young Justice. If we want to see angsty, screamy, angry Connor Kent, do we really need to see it again in live action? But I guess that's the only way you could really go with the character to introduce it the way it's supposed to, since they're taking that origin for him, that he's a clone of Superman who is supposed to be Superman. It's made up of the stuff that makes up Superman, except for some little differences in his genetic makeup. Reserve that for you to check up on if you want to, not to spoil for people, I guess, who haven't seen Young Justice or read any of the comic books where that storyline was featured in. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Giving Titans the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't too crazy about the show when I first saw the trailer, and of course the whole F Batman and that thing, it's like they were trying too hard to be dark and gritty, and I hate those buzzwords, because nobody even knows what dark and gritty mean anymore. It's just marketing buzzwords to try to get people's ears to perk up about anything new coming out. Really, I wouldn't even say a certain thing. Just anything new coming out is dark and gritty and grounded and blah blah blah, on and on it goes. So those words have really lost their meaning, but it's a darker tone for Titans. F-bombs here and there and stuff like that. And I really wasn't keen from the trailer, but then after watching a couple episodes, I kind of dug it and got into what they were going for specifically with Titans. My only beef was with the showrunner, or whoever laid out the plot line for season 1, because it was so disjointed, and it's like they didn't know where they wanted the story to go. Just throwing things at the wall to see what stuck. And of course, one thing that did stick was Hawk and Dove. The episodes with them were the best of the first season for me. It goes back to an example of how disjointed the things felt, because in the episode before the finale, you had Raven trying to communicate with Hawk and Dove, and Dove wakes up and tells, Dawn wakes up, tells Hank, we need to find Jason Todd. And then Hank's like, who is Jason Todd? And then the next episode, which is season 1 finale, they're nowhere to be found. It's just not even a mention or anything beyond the recap of them getting on this mission to find Jason Todd. And it's just like stuff like that, where it's just like, it just didn't seem like the plan was always there. So I'm hoping, with the benefit of knowing that there was a second season before the first season even aired, that they took time to sit down and be like, all right, let's hash out what we want, when we want it. Let's really plan for it to really make it happen in a nice, smooth way. So we'll see where things go. Again, with their whole grounded approach, we'll see how that goes, bringing in Superboy and considering his powers and his power set, how that will change things, and just where they go. I mean, the origin is the origin, so I guess you're gonna get into it, be it live action or cartoon or whatever, but it's just where they go after the origin. That'll be the thing, how Superboy mixes and meshes with this particular group. So we'll see how that goes. I'm curious to see that and see more of what's going to come in season 2 um, of Titans. There's some other DC shows I'm looking forward to. I'm enjoying, of course, Doom Patrol. Loving that show. Curious about Stargirl because we're getting a live-action Sportsmaster. I'm so psyched for that. So we'll see how that goes. And basically just a live-action JSA. I attempted to do a JSA kind of fan series. Go 100% how I liked. We'll be putting out the. It was going to be like 5 mini episodes of individual characters, and then they were going to come together for like a team up, basically like riffing on the Netflix, approach or whatever. Things didn't go 100% how I wanted to for Wildcat, which is the first one we did. So it remains to be seen if we do more, but you'll see Wildcat on this channel, for better or worse, here in the next couple weeks. So you can give me your feedback on it, write me a new one on it, whatever. I think it's good. From a technical standpoint, some stuff needs to be cleaned up, and that's just on me to, because I had some talented, really good, talented people on the project, and it's just up to me to come at it from a technical standpoint to really accentuate and just bring a positive light on the efforts, the just kick butt acting and energy that they're bringing into it. And I don't know if I did that every time out. There's certainly some technical hang-ups with it, but you got to take your lumps, you got to learn. Same thing with film, with wrestling. I go out there, sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, sometimes I make mistakes, sometimes I fall on my butt. You just got to take the lumps, live, learn, try to get better, not make those same mistakes again. So that's what I'm doing with my fan films and production work in general. So those are a couple of my thoughts. More importantly, what do you guys out there think? Comment below, of course, and just let me know what you think about Connor Kent, about season 2 of Titans. What do you want to see? What don't you want to see? What didn't you like about season 1, maybe? And let's kind of, as I always say, let's converse. Let's talk about it. Let's chat about it for a little bit. And of course, follow me, social media links, and just talk to me there if you want to. Talk to me on here. Talk to me anywhere, man. Let's just converse. Let's geek.